Hello, I'm Beth Walda, and today I'm going to be reading from Chapter 25 of Guardians and Graves, Book 2 in the Moonlit Wings series. In this scene, Maya has just met the Angel of Death, Exariel, and she's in the cemetery hiding from Mazriel. And Exariel is acting as her guardian angel for the night until Pershibale gets back. It was well past noon. I paced back and forth in front of the Three Angels monument. My stomach was growling. I was sorely in need of a hot shower, and I was about ready to kill someone for a cup of coffee, namely the Angel of Death, who is now presiding over his assigned charge like a maximum security prison warden. "This is ridiculous," I complained. "We haven't heard a peep out of Mazriel since last night. I'm sure he's given up and gone away." "And I'm sure he hasn't," Exariel replied, stretching his arms out in front of him and clasping his hands together. His knuckles loosened with a loud crack. "Would you please just come back over here and calm down? I will let you know when it's safe for you to return to your house." I stopped pacing and faced the angel, but I wasn't about to get close enough so he could touch me again. I wanted to keep my wits about me. "I have to pee," I announced, putting my hands on my hips. I didn't, but I thought it'd be a surefire way to get him to let me go. "So pee," Exariel said with a shrug, completely unmoved by the notion. I gaped back at him, mortified. "I am not peeing in front of you." I could see the angel was fighting not to smile. "Oh my, I don't care. People do all kinds of things in front of us. It's no biggie, really. Just pee already. It's perfectly natural. Like eating and sleeping, or having a baby, or having sex. You shouldn't be ashamed of it." I shook my head. "I'm not ashamed of it," I declared. "I just find it hard to believe it wouldn't faze you if I up and peed right in front of you." Exariel stared up at me. "Believe me, there isn't one single thing you could think to do in front of me that would faze me." He gestured at one of the larger bushes just across the brook. "Go behind that if it bothers you so much." I sighed. This was getting me nowhere fast. It was no wonder they didn't have any kind of modesty to speak of. "Never mind," I mumbled, and turned away from him, pouting for all it was worth. With a clear growl of frustration, the Angel of Death got to his feet and shook his wings out. He started walking towards the bridge past me, beat his wings once, and rose into the air. "Wait! Where are you going?" Alarmed, I skipped after him and had just enough time to seize hold of his ankle before he could rise any higher. Unwittingly in doing so, I more or less weighed him down and threw him so badly off balance he crashed into the ground, landing on his right shoulder and wing. I crashed onto the ground along with him, but not with the same force he had. Pushing himself up with his arms, he twisted around to face me, shooting me a scathing glare. "Are you crazy?" he spat. I gaped back at him. "Are you all right?" Looking more indignant now than angry, Exariel fixed his gaze on my stained hand still fastened around his ankle. "Do you mind?" I released him fast and sat back. "I'm sorry. It's just that you startled me." "Startled you? Look, don't ever pluck somebody out of the air like that, understand?" I nodded in complete compliance, although I couldn't imagine ever being given the opportunity to do that again. "Where are you going?" I repeated, taking a steadying breath. "What are you going to do?" Still scowling, Exariel peered back at me. "I'm going to do what I should have done last night." He climbed to his feet and brushed himself off. Reaching around his shoulder, he pulled the tip of his right wing forward and examined it for damage. One of his quills had broken, and he yanked it out and threw it on the ground. "Last night?" I questioned, scrambling to my feet as well. Exariel folded his wings against his back again. "I'm just going to go truss that vermin up to keep him out of trouble until Shab gets here." I shook my head. "No, Exariel, I can't let you confront him alone." Exariel's great gray eyes snapped up to my face. "And you don't actually think I'm going to let you come with me, do you?" He paused and took a calming breath. "Maya, I'll be fine. I'll be back before you know it. Now just stay here, please. Your guardian will never forgive me if after all this I let something happen to you." "Well, he would forgive me, but it'd take him a while, I'm sure." "No, don't leave me." I knew if I let anything happen to him, I'd never forgive myself, even if Pershibale eventually did. Axariel sighed. He stood regarding me coolly for a long moment, and then his expression softened. He leaned over and gave me a peck on the cheek. I won't leave you, he conceded, and threw his arm around my shoulders in a reassuring gesture. He even smiled a little then. Just try not to drive me crazy before your lover gets back, all right? Chapter 25, Guardians and Graves, by Beth Gualda. Thank you for listening.